is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asks you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The second row of chair, the second chair row, move one side, this side. Move little this. Because I was seeing people were trying to sleep, hiding behind the. Now you can't sleep. Ahaminasha bhaji aham aham taya spurati vrut swayam paramapurna sat. All the spiritual practice is so simple. Learn from your own experiences. Nobody can teach us. So, ahamanasha bhaji. Our body is not miserable. Our furniture is not miserable. Our money in the bank is not miserable. Our garden is not miserable. Then I is miserable. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is learn this. Who is happy, who is miserable. Now that experience which will come and go cannot be taken as the ultimate experience. See? But that experience which has neither come nor gone nor modified, nor can be denied under any condition, it is here we have to focus our attention. See? And nobody can do it for us. I may go on telling you, come on, you are Brahman, you are not the husband or wife, etc. Okay, you are Brahman. Brahman. See? Once somebody was driving me in car. So he was going very slow. I said, hey Mahatma Ji, go little faster. We are getting late. Swami Ji, why you call me Mahatma Ji? I am not a Mahatma Ji. I said, okay, Beyakub, chal jaldi. So when I said, Beyakub, be fast, he was not angry, but he was surprised. How come Swamiji also knows? See, friends. So when we are told you are divine, that we don't accept. But if somebody calls us name, that we accept. See. So unless we recognize this I principle, therefore ahamanasha bhaji. Unless this I, who is happy, who is miserable, is inquired into. And this inquiry can happen only if our mind is unbiased. If our mind is pointed, single pointed, if the mind is well disciplined, and if the mind is recognized as the major cause of miseries in our life. See, when somebody is in anesthesia or in your coma, he never suffers. See, the body is there, life is there, everything is there. He never suffers. So who suffers? So life is there, therefore mind is there. In the inner table, there is no mind, therefore there is no life. And there is no life, therefore no mind. Then what is that exactly? See? This we have to slowly, steadily recognize in our own being. See? One person invited me for dinner in his house. And after dinner was over, then I said, hey, let's go. He said, Swamiji, they were Gujarati. Our Ma is not well. Please bless her. Nothing like free dinner. They want in return something. So I had to go. And she was lying in coma. And there was a nurse standing. So to the tomatoes I cannot talk. So to the tomato I talk. And I asked her, I said, hey, how are you? Everything is fine. Are they paying you regularly, properly? Yes, Maharaj. Yes. Very, very good. Let us pray to the Lord till you get the second appointment. Let it continue. When I was talking to her, that time they came, the owners. Immediately I had to change. Karnataka. So I took the hand of that comatose person and put my hand on that and I kissed my hand. Who will give that dirty hand? And then I did the mantra. Who can challenge what I am doing? Nothing. See? Like who can challenge that you are listening? Nobody can. It is a subjective experience. So, after that, after 3 days, that person came for my satsang. And Namaskar Chamatkar, Swamiji, Namaste, do you recognize me? Do you remember me? I said, I have forgotten God. Where will I remember you? No, that day you came to our house 3 days before. You had a dinner in our house. I said, it has gone out. 3 days, I don't hold it. He became frustrated. No, you bless our Dadima, and then my heart started coming out of the thorax. What happened? If my blessings have cured her, he has come to kill me. We are having great hopes. Gone. Or if my blessing has killed her, I may kill her blessing giver. What is the problem? So he said, no, we could not see her miseries, and because of your blessings, God heard her prayers and your prayers, and she was relieved of the pain. Then I thought I must make him straight. I said, hey, look here. Don't cheat yourself. Why? The person who is in coma, he never suffers. The one who has to pay the bills, he suffers. See? Now come to the point. Life is one mind for every one of us. Now that one mind, when identified with one body, individual is born. See? And who is miserable? This individual. Now who is this individual? So, absolute reality is one without a second. See? When identified with a particular body, it is that Paramatma is called as Mithyatma. Mithyatma, illusory self. So, one step fallen down, Mithyatma. Now, this after body identification, after Mithyatva is born, thereafter the relations come into existence. They are called a Gaunatma, the secondary self. And the same reality, when identified with the modifications of the mind, without bringing into picture the gross body identification, then dream happens. Then the dreamer is Pratibhasik Atma. It appears but doesn't exist. So how many Atme? See? Mukhyatma, the real self. Then Mithyatma, the illusory self. Then the Vyavaharik Atma, that I am husband, wife, etc., etc. Then the dreamer, the Pratibhasik Atma, four of them. And we go further. This Vyavaharik Atma, the waker, is not disturbed. But the Gaunatma, the mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, they are miserable. See? Then, this Vyavaharik Atma is not influenced by what happens to the Pratibhasik or the dreamer. When the dream is going on, dreamer is enjoying suffering. But when the dream is over, what is the position of this waker, the Vyavaharik Atma? Position is, come on, yeah, it was just a dream, forget about it. We don't spend time on that. See? If this is clear, exactly the same way. These Vyavaharik Atma, mother, father, husband, wife, etc., when they are able to recognize that all the various kinds of roles that we play in our day-to-day life is like a dream. See? And when will it happen? When the dream is over, dreamer goes, and the Vyavaharik Atma comes. In the same manner, the dreams, if they are beautiful dreams, they will not break. In the dream, some accident has to happen. When some terrible accident happens, then we come out of the dream. Exactly. This waking dream will continue as long as everything is goody, 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 goody. And then one day some accident happens. I never expected my son will do like this. Then 62 Bombay Street, Lidcombe. Tirth Yatra, Kumbh Mela. And then we start rethinking. See? And in the rethinking, now who is rethinking? He is evaluating whether I am a man or a woman, husband or a wife, mother or a father, brother or a sister, who am I? And then we reorient ourselves. See? That reorientation of life because of any event in our life is the beginning of new life. See? That is called a seeker is born. See? Now, those who are not the seekers, and they also come and sit, they are surprised. What is there to know? There was one hubby, he was telling his wife, whatever Swamiji tells, I know everything. But the problem is, you people listen to him, you don't listen to me. See, friends. Therefore, remember every unexpected event in our life is a blessing in disguise. See? That only changes the direction of our life from the dogward to the Godward. See? And then we start thinking, who is miserable? So, ahami nasha bhaji. When this I is inquired, this I disappears. See? Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi used to tell a story. There was some marriage. Both the parties, the grooms and the brooms. See? Both the grooms and brooms in two places. A big arrangement. And there was one man, his name was Narayan. He will go and help the bride's people for everything. Continuously. Anything you want. Narayan, where is the matchbox? Narayan. Where are the flowers? The flowers are there. Slowly, slowly, he won over the confidence of all the people in the bride's party. Then, when confidence is won over, he had free access to everything. And then, hey, where is the Mangal Sutra? Narayan will go, open the box, see what are all the things. See? Like that. And after marriage, everything was over. Both the parties came together, sitting together. See, this marriage has been so perfectly arranged and helped by that Narayan. So the groom people tell the bride people that your person, Narayan, we don't know, but he was such a great asset. Anything you ask, he was giving us without any difficulty. Bride people, Narayan was not our person. No. We thought he is your person. So Narayan was working on both planes. See? Then they started, who is this Narayan? When the inquiry began, Narayan has disappeared with all the wealth and everything. This Narayan is Jivatma. See? From the matter side, he is there. From the experience side, he is there. When you inquire Jivatma, who is this Narayan? Ahami nasha bhaji, he will go away. See, friends, where the reflection goes when the water is dried fully. Water with lot of cow dung, and see yourself reflected, very vague and not clear reflection. Now that water contaminated by cow dung, if it is heavily moving, see the reflection, that dull reflection will be shaky. And if the waters are clean, undisturbed, reflection will be perfect. So, we start from the dullness, disturbed, and clear reflection. However, whatever may be the quality of the reflection, it is a reflection. It is not reality. Bad person, average person, good person, these are all the jivas, not the reality. Then what has to be done? Improve the water? No. Know that this jiva, the reflection, is not real. See, we don't have to do anything. And when we discover that the reflection is not real, we will not work on the reflection. See? Exactly the same way. Man reflected in the waters of the woman called wife is called as the husband. So if we have to define a husband, husband is Narayana. See? He borrows the light from the man and reflecting media from the wife, and a husband is born. Now this husband, which appears but doesn't exist, the wife wants to improve husband. See? You can do nothing. Only one thing. Don't take him seriously. See? It's so simple, friends. It's not difficult. Ahami nasha bhaji. But we are all miserable as somebody. And we are carrying the burden of this somebody to such an extent that we have forgotten that we are essentially a man or a woman. And the whole life goes around these illusory, non-existing appearances. So, aham anasha bhaji. Now, when a husband or a wife, they are not serious, does it mean they don't love each other? See? Therefore, my friends, we don't have to kill anything. Aham anasha bhaji, find out who is miserable. So, these days when I am doing one book, the title of book is this only, based on the same text. Who is I versus who am I? See? Who am I versus who is I? Now, if we take this grammatically, who am I is the right way. Who is I is wrong. The I is used by Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi in the same manner. Ahami, seventh case. See, aham, I, is looked upon as a third person singular. Rame chittalaya sada bhavatume bho rama mamuddara. Rame, seventh case. Adhikarane saptami. So, ahami, nasha bhaji. When this aham, when he is recognized as nasha bhaji, is subject to destruction. See? So when my wife dies, what happens to me, the husband? Nothing happens. There was a couple, very sweet, loving every day the same thing. Honey, darling, God's best grace in my life is you came in my life. And he used to say ditto. Instead of saying the same long sentence, ditto. So, 5 years over. After 5 years, one day, this wife became very romantic and she said, honey, darling, so we are married for 5 years. Yes, I know. Just answer my question. Don't argue. Okay. Suppose I die. Don't say that. I will get mad. Don't say that. No, listen. I said, no, I am not going to listen. Change the topic. Another 5 years gone. Again, they went to some place. Again, the same question. Now, I know your answer. You'll get mad. Okay? Now listen to me. Suppose I die. Now let me ask you the question. Last time you didn't allow me to talk. This time you allow me. If I die, last time you said you will get married. Now my question is, if I die, will you get married again? He said, I will not get that mad. How simple it is. Again, another 5 years gone. 15 years. Again, the same, honey, darling, yes. I know your answer. So now listen and let me talk complete. If I die, will you get married? And you said you will not get that mad. But now tell me, suppose I die, will you get married? He said, mad person can do anything. Now tell me, the one who was laughing was a man or a woman, rich or poor, Indian or non-Indian, educated or illiterate. Ahami nasha bhaji. But those who could not laugh, they were very strong personalities. How to laugh? It is shouting, I can do that. Relax, man, relax. We don't have to prove anything in this world. Remaining serious is not spiritual life. All the time. Don't disturb. Meditation in progress, we are already disturbed. Relax, relax. See, ahami nasha bhaji. Friends, recognize this. Many people under the stupidity of this spiritual life have destroyed their life. See, even if you take a screwdriver and put in their armpit, they will not laugh. Try karo. Born dumb. See, relax. Then only this I is dissolving. Ahaminasha bhaji. Then aham taya spurati vrutsvayam. Then what expresses thereafter is the Paramatma. And this is what we told you in simple words. Experience without experiencer is Paramatma. Experience is joy and sorrows, but we don't become joyful or sorrowful. We enjoy. Enjoy everything in life. See? Therefore, aminasha bhaji aham taya spurati vrutsvayam. When the covering is removed, the truth is revealed. If we can understand that the waves cover the ocean, if we can understand the ocean covers the water, then we can understand the relations cover the I and I covers the Paramatma. घूंघट के पट खोल तोहे पिया मिलेंगे. Spiritual practice is not a gain. It is a complete loss. See? Spiritual practice is not achieving anything, but losing everything. Spiritual practice is not becoming extraordinary, but remaining ordinary. Then we understand this mantra. Ahaminasha bhaji aham daya spurati vrutsvayam paramapurnasat. And the truth has to be known only once in lifetime. It cannot be known twice. Whatever is known multiple times is subject to forgetting. See? Like Purusha Sukta. So, Initially, when we were studying, everything was by-hearted. Om Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapar. Slowly, slowly, you are out of that chanting business. And then again, if you want, then struggle. You don't remember. But can we forget or remember the silence? See? Therefore, in the second chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Sthitva Syam Antakalepi Brahma Nirvanam Ruchati. This truth has to be known only once in a lifetime. See? Antakalepi. Even the last moment, yet you merge in the absolute. Therefore, ahaminasha bhaji, aham taya spurati vrut swayam. Rut Paramatma. Harati iti hridayam. Everything dissolves. When the waves die, where do they go? Do they go to ocean? No. They go back to the water. Ocean can become the waves. Waves cannot become the ocean. Waves are water essentially. But because we have given the two names, ocean and the wave, and therefore we have created ocean the cause, wave the effect. See? Slowly and steadily, when we work on this, that spiritual life is not a gain. Simply chanting the mantra mechanically, na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage naike amritatva manashu, nothing happens. See? Na karmana na, do this, do that. Relax, relax, relax. See? Spurati vritsayam. Now to get a little impossible comparison between abiding in the truth and our day-to-day experiences. This is not the ultimate comparison. It is not possible. Infinite cannot be compared with anything. So, our deep sleep experience is a trailer of God realization. See? Now, what is deep sleep experience? We have given up everything. We have nothing. We are nobody. We have no past. We have no future. Yet, we continue to be. But the only difference is, we do not recognize our being in the deep sleep. If we recognize our being, we are awakened. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. The wise man is awakened to that to which the ignorant people are sleeping. If there is God, show me. One young boy somewhere, if you have seen God, show me. So I gave him one. Well, I have shown you God. But no, this is not God. I say, this is God. How do you say this is not God? You have not seen, is it not? I have seen, this is God. He got so frustrated. I think I should not ask this question. Another question? No question. See, friends, you don't have to make the reality as an object of experience. But it is an experience without the birth of an experiencer. And for that we give so many techniques. Try. Dekho, suno, mat bolo, see, hear, don't talk. Meaning, seeing is happening, hearing is happening, but seer or hearer is not born. That experience is God realization. See? That way the table is also God realized? No, it's inert. See? Whether you keep the Vigraha of Bhagwan on here or you keep any dirty thing, it makes no difference to the table. Does it mean the table is realized? No. We go through all the experiences, good and bad. But the experiencer is not allowed to be born. Then with this knowledge, play life cheerfully, happily, without becoming extraordinary. You know, the uncooked food and uncooked understanding is like what? See? This happened in Assam, in Tejpur, many years before. So, there used to be one Marwadi Amma, she used to come for my talks. Assam is full of Marwadis. So, where Marwadis are not there, everywhere you go, they are there. Marwadi, Wadi means house. They destroy somebody's house and go there. So, after my talk, I had to go for lunch somewhere. So that Amma took me there. Now, listen carefully. They were having a hardware shop. And ground floor is the hardware shop. And above that, their house. So she says, Swamiji, you have to go carefully because these are all, steel things. Be careful. It may hurt you something. I said, okay, don't worry. So she took me first to the counter. And she introduced. Swamiji, this body is the husband of this body. You could laugh, I was crying. After listening Vedanta, then I had to also talk. Then I talked to that body. I said, this body, the guru of that body. Hare Rama, body doesn't talk. Body doesn't cook. See? Who made this vegetable? Why? It's very good. This body made it. Who made this thing? Useless. I think somebody must have made it. When you are talking, be normal. Don't bring Vedanta. There. Otherwise, you are going through immigration. He says, what's your name? Nama Rupa Mithya. What's your date of birth? Ajopi Sannavya. Unborn I am. See? Don't become abnormal in your expressions. Otherwise, we will be going the wrong way. See? And this can happen only if the understanding is perfect. So, aham inasha bhaji, try this. Every mantra will bring you to yourself. Wherever, whenever, whatever we are, be 100%, you are Paramatma. Because you have discarded the limitations of Desha Kala Vastu. Wherever you are 100%. So you are not running in the space. Whenever the time, you are 100% in the present. See, and 100% in the present is nobody. The moment you become somebody, samsara is born. Ahaminasha bhaji, aham taya, spurati vrutsvayam. So, when experiences are happening, the Paramatma Hridaya itself is expressing as experiencer. But do not allow this experiencer to be born if we go through experiences without labeling it good or bad, essential or non-essential. Everything is just happening. See, anything is good and bad with reference to something. Give up the reference, no problem. So, ahaminasha bhaji aham taya spurati vrutsvayam paramapurnasar. Continuing further, idam aham pada bhikkyamanvaham ahamina leenake pyalaya sattaya. See, idam aham. So there are two types of aham. One is idam aham, second is aham aham. Idam aham is what? I am so disturbed, I was scolded by everybody. Idam aham. See? And aham aham, he is experiencing the joy and sorrows, but the experiencer is not born. So two aham. When I say I am disturbed, so who is telling this thing? The disturbed person will not say. The one who has known that somebody is disturbed. And therefore, idam aham, this aham, which is going through good and bad experience, pada anu aham, anu aham, behind this aham. So behind the husband, aham is man. Behind the wife, the aham is woman. See? So two of them. Man is Brahman and husband is Jiva. Now when a divorce happens, where the husband and the wife goes, they stay together and tell he is my ex-husband, she is my ex-wife. We stay together, but we are no more husband and wife. See? Where they have gone. Recognize this. Now these relations create an illusory personality which does not exist. But we are so much buried under this relational existence that we have forgotten our essential existence. This example I have quoted earlier. One girl came to meet me and she told me, Swamiji, there is some puja in our house. My mother goes out doing lots of pujas. Today also there are some puja. And she told me, in today's puja, you should not be present. You should go away. Come after 10 o'clock at night. Why? This puja is made only for the married girls. You don't have a husband, is it not? No, yes, I am divorced, but he didn't die. Don't ask me that. You go and ask Swamiji. Freely available. So she came. Swamiji, Mummy has asked, I am divorced and all that. So Mummy has asked me to ask you. I said, you tell her, I don't want to marry you. No, not that. See the reference. I don't want to get married to you. No, not that. Then what? After the divorce, whether the girl becomes a widow or not. But her husband is not there. So husband died. Whether she is widow or not. That was the question. Then I became Gambhirananda. I have studied all the 4 Vedas. Nowhere in the Vedas this issue is taken into consideration. What can you say? Yes or no? Tell me. See, I have studied physics. Oh, very good. I have got PhD. See? PhD is a Andhra pronunciation. In Andhra, they don't say H, they say H. Every place has got beauty. Our Mallus, Mallu? Malayalis, their pronunciation is another different. Our children tell, hey, what is the pronunciation of, what is the spelling of banana? A Malayali, you tell. And Malayali will tell, B-A-N-A, yet another N-A. Banana. It's a joy, isn't it? Banana. Yet another. That was the best part. So, the one who does not exist, how can you improve him? See? And the one who doesn't exist, how you can reject him? See, the whole spiritual practice is this. The illusions can be dealt with only by one technique. And the technique is recognition of the illusion as an illusion is the only way to get out of illusion. See? Our struggle is we want to improve the illusions. It can never happen. Our condition is like what? And the condition of the wise Mahatmas is like what? Take two examples. We are standing in front of the mirror. So we keep Mahatma. So what is our experience when we look into the mirror? First of all, we don't look at the mirror. Second thing, we look in the mirror. Then we don't look at the reflection. We look at ourselves. So when you take a toothbrush, put it together, and then do we do on the mirror? Because we know it is not real. Real is me. But in our place, keep a bird. What is the experience of the bird? The bird will take that reflection as real. Then, dvitiyatvai bhayam bhavati. Whenever there is a sense of otherness, desire, anger and fear, these are bound to be. And then he is saying, who is that fellow? And he will start fighting. Tak, 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 tak. The more he fights, the more the reflection fights. And then he gets tired. He can't take his mind out of that reflection. Then he wants to go behind the mirror. Let me check. Oh, he has run away. Thank God. Again he comes in front of the mirror. Again it is there. He is unable to do that. And then he goes for spirituality. For spirituality is asan. Doormat. Not doormat, yoga mat. See? Then they'll, like, our terrorist bandhu, they go with the AK-47. These yoga fellows, with that, wherever they go, yoga begins. See? So, first of all, he did yoga. Who? The bird. And even then it is not going. I think I have to do some other spiritual practice. Then he does pranayam. Even then it is not going. Then he does asan. Even then it is not going. Then he is doing the japa. I think yoga is useless. I will do devotion to the Lord. Therefore, he goes on chanting, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. Phir wo kaun hai? Aham Brahmasmi is okay. Who is that fellow? That also fails. See? And out of frustration and anger, he goes on hitting the mirror so badly that the mirror breaks into pieces. My God, so many of them have come. They have all come together to kill me. This is our story. In place of that bird, keep yourself. That one bird has become many. Has he become many? The one man, he is the son, he is the husband, he is the brother. Has he become many? And who are miserable? These non-existing entities. See? It is only in Vedanta Shastra that tell you real freedom is freedom from I, not freedom for I. In other places, they will tie you down in this relative world. See? Idam aham pada bhikkyamanvaham ahami leenake alaya sattaya. So when the wife dies, what happened to the husband? Nothing. Alaya sattaya, because the man continues to be. Alaya, laya, destruction. The man doesn't die. And the husband also doesn't die. So when the wife dies, neither the man dies nor the husband dies. See? Therefore, friends, Bhagavan Krishna tells in 15th chapter of Gita this principle, which we bypass. See? We get carried away by the other stories. Urdhvamulam adashakam ashwatham pravaravyam chandamsi yasya parnani yastam veda savedavid adashchordam prasruta tasya shakha guna pravruddha vishaya pravala adashya mulanyanu santatani karmanubandhini manushaloke. A lot and lot of explanation. See? If you study Jnaneshwari, such a huge, extraordinary explanation is given. Then the third verse. Na rupamasseha tathopalabhyate. Don't try to see this world as we have explained, Bhagavan Krishna says. Why did you explain? To confuse you. Na rupamasseha tathopalabhyate. Why? Because nanto na chadi nade sampradishta. This world has no beginning, no end, and no reality, sampradishta. Now, how will you describe the mirage waters? When mirage waters was born? On 31st April. Okay. See? How long it lived? It lived for 72 Chaturyugi. 72 Chaturyugi क्या होती है? I also don't know. See, friends, time is an illusion. What we talk about time is only the measurement of time. 1 hour, 2 hours, it is not time. It is a measurement of time. 1 kilometer, is it an object? Is a distance, space. See? Therefore, both time and space, they have no reality. But because of this unreal, non-existing time and space, the object is created. Try to describe an object without reference to time and space. You cannot. Object, if you have to describe, you have to give the description. It is so much long, so much wide. Can anything with the form exist without the formless space? Therefore, when we drop everything and we come to the point which cannot be dropped, that is what is mentioned here. Idam aham padabhikkyamanvaham. So this I, husband, wife, brother, father, behind this, that aham, which has supported many but has never become many. So the rule is aupadhik anekata, the appearance of multiplicity on account of some conditionings, is an illusion. Like north, east, west, south, are they real? They are all space. And how the directions are born? Reference is the sunrise. So once the sunrise is taken as a reference point, that becomes east, and with reference to east, all the 10 directions are born. See, friend. And when we take the 10 directions real, then we want the feng shui. See? Put the, what you call those cones everywhere. Okay? The energy, it goes here from you are the source of energy. Really? But I feel so delayed because it is discharge. See, friends, slowly and steadily, Bhagavan says that Nanto na chadi nata sampradishta. This world has no beginning, no middle, no end. It doesn't exist. Either accept the dream as a solid reality or accept the waking as a solid illusion. Either write an autobiography of a dreamer or don't write an autobiography of a waker. In every dream, there is a separate dreamer. To the same extent, in every waking experience, there is a separate waker. See? The one with the small body was a child. The same one with the teenage body was a teenager. The same one with the middle-aged body was a middle-aged person. The same one with the old body is the old person. The substratum is unchanging. Further, the one who is supporting the waking experiences, the one who is supporting the dream experiences, the one who is supporting the deep sleep experience, the one who is supporting the samadhi experience, all of them are supported by the same reality. Vedesha sarvai ahameva vedya. Therefore, aupadhik anekata, anything which is created under some conditions is an illusion. If somebody says, I was coming in the evening, it became little dark, but then I saw so terrible mirage waters, floods. So what will you say? Whom are you cheating? Mirage waters cannot come any time. They require a particular time. See, when the sun rays are hitting the earth perpendicular, bright sun, then only it can appear. Exactly, this waking world comes into existence when only we are identified with the body. We become husband when in front of the wife. You are not Rashtrapati. See, this husband, we are unable to remove him. There was a husband had a fight with his wife at home. And in that fighting mode, he went to office. He had a secretary, very good rapport between the two of them. That day, the secretary has to go home, so he wrote a slip. Dear sir, today I had to take my wife for a medical checkup. Therefore, I will come after the lunch break. He wrote, no, nothing happens to wife. Because who came to the office was the husband he brought. Come on, yaar. When you are in the office, you are no more a husband. You are an officer. This is what exactly happens. When the mother-in-law is angry with the daughter-in-law but cannot say, so she will go on scolding her own daughter. Because daughter-in-law is earning and daughter is Dumbo. But my daughter, दूध की धुली. देखो Maharaj, this is simple spiritual life. So, how to deal with our Mahamantra? Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%, but don't forget, this is just a Nataka, Karnataka. Just a drama going on. Like here, my role is I am a speaker, UP. See? And you are the listeners. Sorry, hearers. See? So I do my drama, you do your drama, and therefore after the satsang is over, I have nothing to tell you whether you hear or not, and you have nothing to ask, no doubt, because you have not heard anything. Both of them are happy. Then what we get? Breakfast. We come here because my special Amma, she makes such a lovely, lovely breakfast. See? Others also bring, and then anybody who comes to give me something, I know it is brought by her. And then I have to tell lies. It is good. That is the reason I do japa. When I had to tell the bad food as good, it is a lie. So to remove the sin of telling lies, I do japa. Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai. See? Relax persons relax. So idam aham pada bhikyamanvaham ahami leenake. When this dumb aham dissolves. So when the husband is happy because of his wife, he is a slave. If the husband is happy in spite of his wife, he is realized. So when the wife is understanding, good, helping, therefore he is happy. So he is seeking happiness from the source, the wife. But when the wife is terrible and yet he is happy, then he has discovered happiness. How he has discovered happiness? He has not taken her seriously, although she is heavy. See? Look at this world with this vision. You will never be miserable. Spiritual life is not for crying. Bhagwan, darshan kab doge? Hat. He told me, he doesn't like crying fellows. When you go to the temple, we should go well dressed, proper. One simple rule of life. How we dress and how we address tells the quality of our life. Simple living, high thinking is mistaken as shabby living and stupid thinking. See? Therefore, idam aham pada bhikyamanvaham ahamileenake alaya sattaya. Alaya sattaya means this man doesn't disappear when the divorce happens. And the husband also doesn't disappear. He also doesn't appear. He also is same thing. Neither anything happens to the man nor anything happens to the husband. Then what has happened? Time pass. See, recognize this principle of life. Then we are learning to practice in life. It's not for telling others. Otherwise, Swamiji, I have always a problem. One student asked me, always a problem. I don't get the jokes or any thing to tell in the right place. So what I have done, from your talks, I noted all the jokes and I have given the number to the joke. And when I give the lectures, I quote number 36. See, friends, you are the source of everything. Therefore, alaya sattaya, you don't change. You are ever the same. Childhood body has changed, teenage body has changed, middle age body has changed, old age body will also go. We never die, we are not born. See, friends, birth and death is the biggest illusion. मरने के बाद क्या होता है स्वामी जी? What happens after death? Those who are alive, they are happy. No. What happens to the person when he dies? When you are alive, has anything happened? No. Nothing will happen when you die. See, friends, remove this notion. Therefore, the whole summary will be only 2 steps in the spiritual life. Number 1, freedom from body identification. Number 2, the notion that I am a soul in the body. Remove that notion. How to remove the notion? Make a soul curry and enjoy. Our Goa people, they make soul curry. It is so tasty. Very good. Enjoy life. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.